All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get this going. Let's see. All right, sweet. Hopefully that will get people in here. Right. Got that up. Let me make sure I got the chat. Do I? I do. Okay. I really wish I could get this to be different, but Zach, good morning, man. How are you? Zacharoni. I'm just gonna assume your name is Zach. We'll go with that. Julio, good morning. How are you, man? Ryan, good morning. Zach says good assumption. Yeah, I figured. All right. Decent gap up today. Very decent gap up. We have a little bit of demand there on SPY yesterday. We really only hit the wick, which I don't love. But if it retraces, it could be an interesting play. What's this look like on 15? Yeah. That could be interesting. I wouldn't hate that. Randy, good morning, man. How are you? Been killing it lately, Randy, by the way. I want to say congrats on the success you've been having. Been doing really good. Q's hit that demand a little better, for sure. We'll have to see what that does. But did hit it a little better. Ken says, morning. Curious about your thoughts on PLTR and Oracle this morning. A few stocks on watch list seem to have a good push out of demand and or potential break structure to the upside. I will look at both of them and let you know. Randy says, get in there. Yeah, man. Just about getting a little bit better every day. PLTR, you said. I assume you're talking about off of this. I don't hate it. I just want to make sure we know where supply is up here. I don't mind it. It's not the greatest demand in the world. Yeah, not the greatest demand, but I don't mind it. Let me look on lower time frame. Yeah, if we get up to like 183 and maybe hold that, and then we could look for that retrace, I'd be a fan. I would be a fan. Decent gap up on Apple as well. Not going to be much we can do with this, though. Not really bouncing off anything, yeah. Amazon, good gap up. I know a lot of people had this as a demand on Amazon yesterday. I don't like it that much. It's pretty weak. I would have preferred this demand. Obviously went below it, but I would have preferred that. I just don't like that big wick on that candle here. It's the only thing I don't really love. Got Amazon for almost 218 though. Can't believe we hit 213 yesterday. $213 a share for Amazon. That's crazy. Not looking future this morning. I think Ben said the same thing. So Massimo, good morning, man. How are you? I don't really like much on Amazon. probably pass on that. We will have supply up here as well, so we'll definitely want to keep an eye on that. Do I think Amazon will push lower? Probably not. But then again, I didn't think Amazon would get below that 216, and then we hit 212. So B Davies, good morning. Also went crazy last night. Yes, it did. It did indeed. Probably nothing on Goog. Yeah, unless you were counting this as demand. I really don't like these types of zones. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of them. Where you have that consolidation kind of like in the middle, and then we push through. I'm not a huge fan of it. But like this technically could be a demand. It's just it's so weird to me. I don't really like it. It's probably not something I'll trade, but I think it'll be interesting to keep an eye on. What do we got on AMD? I feel like we should have somewhat demand here. Maybe this 1 hour could be decent. Looks pretty good on a 2 as well. That was a 45. They're pretty good. We went a little below it on the 30, but that 45 held. I am a bit... Gonna have a little bit of supply here as well. I don't know if we get a reaction there necessarily, or if it would wait until up here to get any sort of push down. But you always want to mark out just in case. This would have to be... the breakup structure would probably be pretty weak. We'd probably have to get to like 226 and start retracing. Not bad though. Nvidia up big this morning. Closed at 180 up to almost 186 pre-market. Again, we didn't bounce off demand. We're obviously going to open pretty far from any sort of demand zone. So likely nothing today, but it's quite the move overnight. Hood as well, probably nothing. I was gonna say maybe you have supply, but it doesn't even really look like that. Microsoft, what do we got? Maybe a little demand here. We just kind of hit that wick, which I don't love. Kind of similar to Amazon. And the fact we hit that wick. Didn't really hit the base of demand. I don't love this zone. It's definitely a good move upwards. Obviously, it's a strong push. Just kind of wish this candle got more momentum. I know John put this in the Slack earlier. I don't mind it. I definitely don't mind it. Lower time frame too, you can see that movement up. It wasn't rapid by any means, but it was a pretty solid move. Do I like it? Maybe. We really only hit the wick, which I'm not a huge fan of playing. but we'll keep an eye on it. Jamie, good morning, man. An awkward Bears feeling today. Feelings, unfortunately, don't mean a ton, man. Like, you might end up being right, but you could also be very wrong. I've been very wrong about my feelings a lot of times in the past, so don't get too attached to that feeling. Let the market tell you what it's going to do and then follow it. Meta, probably nothing. If Meta opened lower, I would have liked TLM, but AVGO, don't think this bounced off anything. I don't love that 1 hour demand. Nothing on the lower time frames. Coin, a little bit of a 15-minute. We'll have supply in the way twice, actually. We'll have supply here at about 350, and then we have another supply at about 356. So don't want to test that. Tesla didn't quite hit demand. Also have, again, a decent amount of supply in the way. So I'll stay away from that. TSM gaps up. I feel like TSM gaps up every day, man. Stock is so crazy. God, I remember trading TSM when it was like $120 a share. Probably stayed in wait day. Definitely could be. Nvidia's close for upside. Still see a gap before. Yeah. Nvidia actually got a price target update today to, I think, 320, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. Oracle got some demand there. We definitely have demand up here, or supply up here. It's really going to be a matter of, can we get the risk reward? We have to get to like 306, not much higher. Going to pull back off of that and then look up. Could also look for more of a retracement, more than the 50, but we'll wait and see. MU's got a little bit of a 30-minute here. We did go pretty far into demand, which I don't love. Assuming we break to the upside, we'll probably break supply as well. The supply already got hit also. Then our next supply is really not going to be till here, it looks like. So we have some decent room to move upwards, which is good. Extend that out a little bit. Decent room to move upwards. Visa, I can just look at this and probably say nothing. Yeah, probably nothing there. Boeing, I just don't trust to be bullish on. Uber, it's gonna have that weird wick in the morning. Don't love that. Also come up to supply a little bit. Roblox, probably gonna be a little past demand. Your only demand is really down here at 130. So probably skip out on that. So if I had one hell of a day yesterday, him's getting back up to that 56 area. Shop, nothing really. And Mara, nothing really. We will crazy, but a decent list. I do like some of these a little more than others. Let's see here. Let me get this real quick. Make sure I have this up. Do that. We will do, yeah, we can do that. That's fine. That is all good. Let me get that. All right, sweet. Should be all set up there. Hood rebound. Hood rebound. It could be. There's probably nothing really to play. We didn't really bounce off anything. So no real plays I like. Spy is not all-time highs. All-time highs would be above that 674. So I mean, we're close, but not there quite yet. Matt, what's up, man? How are you? How are you doing? Let me get Thinkorswim open real quick. Real quick. All right, sweet. Let's do that. And we can do this. All right, perfect. It logged me in. Awesome. So yeah, just want to re-go through these real quick, make sure there's nothing I missed. The only other thing you could really look for today is that gap, and using that as demand. I don't mind the 15-minute on hood. You want to play off that. Everything else, though, coin's opening a bit low. Again, we have the supply there. It's pretty bullish, not the most bullish thing in the world. Kind of want to keep an eye on that, actually. Anything else? No. Okay. Make sure this stuff's still opening where I think. Q's is good. PLTR. PLTR is, again, not my favorite, but we will keep an eye on it. AMD could still be really good. Microsoft, again, not my favorite. I like Oracle. I like MU. I like these four more than PLTR and Microsoft. Goog, again, I probably won't trade Goog. I just don't love. I don't really like that demand. It's just kind of a weird one, but I want to see how that plays out. Then we'll keep an eye on coin. Again, maybe a little too bearish recently for my liking. But Qs would need such a retrace. Don't know if I'd like that. I was looking at supply coin. Yeah, there is supply. I was thinking like playing TLM up to supply. But yeah, I can see why maybe you want to play off of supply instead. I don't know. It'll kind of depend on what it does in the morning, because if we pop out, we can get some decent acceptance inside. I wouldn't mind playing it to that upside. But if we come straight up and hit it, then you look for that reaction, maybe push lower. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Definitely a tricky one. Walmart at 45-minute demand, pretty bullish. I thought I had Walmart on here. Guess not. Walmart off 45-minute demand. Yeah. Could play something like that. Would not mind it. Yeah, pretty bullish as well. I've never even traded Walmart. I don't even know how their contracts look. Not horrible spreads. Around $10. Yeah, not bad at all. Very bullish. Yeah, we can keep an eye on it today. Why not? Let's watch it. Dr. Butler. Good morning, man. How are you? Let's see. So Q's, based on where it's opening, doesn't really need to push to the upside. I'd like to see it hold these levels for a little bit, though. AMD needs more of a push than a retrace. Oracle, same thing. MU, same thing. PLTR, same thing. And Microsoft, a little bit of the same thing. Walmart will need that as well. Google will. And Coin, we'll have to see what it does at open. That's what it's all going to be about. A little bit of a gap up as well. So we do give ourselves a little bit of like a 15-minute demand here. So a reaction off of that. This is also bouncing off this 15-minute, which is nice. But a little bit of a reaction off that. We could start looking to play TLM to the upside. Definitely. Well, thank you for staying here. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully you learned something new today. Hopefully. Of course, guys, as always, if you guys have questions during the live, please don't hesitate to ask. There's almost 40 people in here, and I've not seen 40 people in the chat. So if you are here, you're watching, say what's up, say good morning. I want to see all the faces in here. If it's your first time in here, let me know as well, just like Dr. Butler did. All right. Strong open, though. There's some people. Java, good morning. What's up? Ted, what's up, man? How are you? And Mac, good morning. Are you trading option stocks only? Yeah, I do. I do stock options only. Chris, good morning, man. How are you? Marisha, hopefully I said that right. Good morning. Cindy, good morning. Good to see you. Luis, good morning. Good luck to you as well. Your day trading swing. The lives are more focused on day trading. Yeah. I do swing trade, but all the lives will be focused on day. All the setups are the same, though. In reference to what, Randy? Are you talking about like day versus swing and stuff? Trevor, good morning, man. How are you? Good to see you. Trade SPY and QQ options? I do, yes. Yep. Anything you'll see on my watch list, I'll be trading options on. So, yep. Supply and demand futures versus stocks and options. Yeah. So same setup, same strategy. In different markets, all works the same, which is nice. You don't have to throw around different strategies for it to work, right? that's always a positive. All right. What would you recommend if I can't attend live sessions? I usually work from 7:30 to 4. Um, with the YouTube ones, and as well if you're actually a part of the Freedom Team, um, we upload them every day that we do them. With the live ones as well, you can go back and watch them. So they'll pop up. So if you go to just this YouTube channel and then you go to the live tab, it'll show up all the previous live recordings as well. So even if you can't make it live, you can still go back and watch them. Obviously, I love seeing people here during the lives, but obviously, a lot of people work and stuff. So if you can't make them, go back and watch the recordings. And then, if you have questions, reach out or, bring it up in the next live and we'll talk about it. Yeah, coin should be very interesting today. I wonder if we'll get that bullish structure forming or if it's going to kind of fall. Because the thing is, a lot of other things, like Qs, for example, we would need a retrace on that. So we would need that to come down to some extent. So it would likely force something like coin down as well. Which would make me think that it's going to lead more bearish today. Probably break through that demand. But again, only time will tell. So we'll have to wait and see. Walmart trying to get that break to the upside. Do get a nice break. We'll keep a retrace eye on that. Coin pops out of TLM, which is good. So we'll see if we bounce off that 15-minute or not. Okay, Oracle pushes up pretty strong. PLTR, we'll see if that retrace comes in. That'd be about what we're looking for. All right, let's see. Let's see what that does. It's a very good open for the market all around. Okay, so Oracle hits supply, so it's likely something we'll just pass on. Really wanted to get that retrace before we hit supply. Doesn't look like we'll get it. PLTR. Cedric, good morning. How are you, man? We will see if PLTR comes in and moves back down for our retrace. We will see. What do we have here? Looks like I did something wrong here. Oh. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Microsoft getting that good break, it looks like. Walmart good break as well. Google good break as well. Again, not sure about the Google demand. Ooh, PLTR might just go. Might just go. Might leave us in the dust. Walmart might do the same. The advantage with Walmart is we don't have to worry about a supply in the way. So this can kind of, like, if this wants to go up, that's fine. PLTR, we obviously have that. We have that supply. So we don't want to see that go up too much. AMD, a nice turnaround. We have that supply marked out, so that's fine. That is fine. Got a little bit of room there. Oracle's pushing down. Again, probably will stay away from Oracle. Just do this. Walmart moving up. See if that comes back down. Microsoft, a decent break. Decent. Not my favorite, but decent. Could be pretty good. I think I would like... Why is it doing this right now? Does it want me on the 2 minutes? Things I need to load are not loading. Kat, good morning. How are you? Okay, Walmart is flying. Absolutely flying. PLTR is fine. Do I love that break on AMD? I don't. I don't love it, but Walmart rejects a little bit. Microsoft rejects as well. So it's the most annoying thing TradingView does. Yeah, I don't know why. It runs so fine, and then all of a sudden, it'll just start freezing for like. It's very annoying. Did I mean? I just don't know if it'll come down at all. Do not know. Yeah, I was kind of looking at this. I kind of have this feeling that coin might just push through demand. We'll see. There's potential it holds, but so MU didn't really give us a good break. We kind of rejected supply as well, so I'm not as bullish on that anymore. And if Oracle was bearish, I would kind of love shorts. But it's a very hard thing to short right now. Just curious, are you more bearish or bullish today? Let's talk to you, but I typically go into most days being more bullish. And today kind of follows that. So yeah, it's pretty rare I go into a day bearish. The only time I was really ever doing that was like March, April times. That's really the only time. For the most part, I'm pretty pretty bullish on things. I feel like I like PLTR more than AMD. It's about 1.4. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of like that more. Oracle shorts might end up working out, funny enough, but I just have a hard time being bullish or bearish here. This is something I might actually want to wait for like that. Just because I'm not a huge fan of it. So I feel like I'd rather wait for more of a retrace. Or PLTR, I'm kind of okay with that one. We might not get it, but I just feel like I'd rather wait for that. Yeah, this is why I can't be bearish today. I can't. There's just no way I could be bearish today. Such a good open on so many things. Such a good open. AMD might just go off of that, to be honest. Might just fly right off that the 50 there. We'll see. I mean, there's no way I would have sniped that entry either way, so as much as I would love to say that I would have done that, I refuse to believe I would have. Microsoft coming back. Decent break. Yeah. And it's kind of what I figured. AMD, good reaction there. With the trend, yeah. AMD might just go. Might just go right off that 50. Would have been a very hard thing to snipe, but could have gotten it. Could have got it right there on that wick. Very quick though. Very, very quick. All right, let's see if PLTR comes down. I assume that's probably the retrace in for AMD. I don't know if we'll get another one. Yeah, not sure we'll get another one there. Do I... Just debating if I like Microsoft. I think I do. I think I do. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Let's do that. Let's see if PLTR will come back down. It's like it is. You could wait for more of a retrace here, in all honesty. You could. Don't know if I will, though. Maybe we do. Maybe we play it safe. Wait for that 61. I feel like you have the risk reward. You don't really need to. I'm just kind of looking at like SPY is up. Q's is moving down a little bit. So I'm just thinking there might be a world where we get a bigger retrace. Which could end up getting you better risk reward. Because our normal retrace is right about there. Right? Yeah. It's just below that daily low. But might just be taking off on us. Might just be it. Yeah, AMD ran. Again, if you were really ready for it, like really ready for it, you probably could have sniped AMD right here. I don't think I ever would have. I didn't even have AMD up, but surprised to see NVIDIA selling off. Of course, Gab was still surprising. Yeah. This here every day is pretty nice. So the lives in YouTube, it's like the public ones. This one's only done once a week. So every Wednesday, I'm in here doing this one. But the Freedom Team, so our mentorship group, we do lives in there every single day. So Monday through Friday, we're doing it every day. So just one of the many benefits you get to use after you join the group. Yeah, coins pushing down pretty hard too. Yeah, at this point, I really don't even want to see AMD come back. I really don't. I'd rather just see it go now. In all honesty. PLTR, I'd like to see come back. Walmart could come back. I would like that. Microsoft as well. Could. I don't. Goog's an interesting one. We just have like a little bit of. Like we have some supply here. That's what I don't like about Goog. It's not the greatest supply in the world, but it's still supply. So not a huge fan. PLTR coming back down. Let me look at this. Okay, so we could do, let's say, like that. Let's see if AMD keeps going. Oracle's actually rejecting that supply pretty well. Actually, a little surprised. And this one said MU TLM short. I don't mind that you bounce off supply here. Probably need a retrace of some sort. You probably could have gotten here, to be honest. Like 190.71, that pullback at your stop above 191.37. That probably would have been a decent move. Actually. And Oracle does not want to go down. And bonus topics now again? Yeah, well, of course. What time is Freedom Team meeting every day? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Posted in the announcements channel if you're in the Slack. Yeah, MU short. It's really not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all. It's not my favorite trade in the world by any means, but we'll see. Ooh, PLTR might just miss out on that retrace we're looking for. But I said this on Monday too. This is a market I'm perfectly okay being patient on and possibly missing trades. I'm perfectly okay with it. This market has been so crazy recently. I'm not too upset about a potential trade that I didn't catch or anything. I wonder if anyone will take this. Because you definitely do something like this. I mean, I'm not going to, but it could be interesting. All right, so AMD flies. So if you manage to snipe AMD like here, I believe was that retrace, you killed it. You did great. You did great if you got it. About. So hopefully some. Wow, Microsoft gets right there to the retrace and does not hit it. Yeah. We're gonna miss the lose. Exactly. Yeah, I really want to see where this MU trade goes. Like I said, I'm not going to take this. I just am very curious if MU continues to go down. It's a very risky trade in my opinion, but it could end up being really good. There goes AMD almost to target. Is there news today? It's a good question. Nope. It's a little stuff free market. Got some Fed speeches at noon, but no major news, it looks like. Yep, and there goes AMD. Would have hit the target. Would have been a great trade. About 1.5 risk reward. Basically no drawdown at all, too. So if you got it, well played. Well played. Something we talked about. MU might actually flush. Wow. It's way too bullish for me to think this is going to go down. If this was a little more bearish, this would be a trade at 100% pull the trigger on. But with how bullish MU's been, cannot risk that. Goog's very similar as well. Goog just had that supply in the way. That's the only thing that scares me there. So yeah, if you took AMD, congratulations. What's Amazon doing today? Doesn't look great. It doesn't look great because it's not great. Doesn't look great because it's not great. Man, if there wasn't supply there, it'd be a very decent TLM opportunity. Supply kind of ruins it. Oracle, we already talked about that. See if any of this other stuff comes down. Do want to mark that out on Amazon. Just to see what happens off of it. Hey, check news on TradeView. Over here on the right, there's a little calendars tab. Oh, you probably can't see that. I don't think I can move the I don't think I can move where the camera is, unfortunately. But like right behind my camera, like on this bar here, if you can see where my mouse is, right? On this bar, like right below it, you'll have 4 icons, and the second one down is calendar. When you click on it, you'll bring up this window, and it'll show you all the news with the level of importance. So 3 bars is high importance, 2 is medium, and 1 is low. Perfect. Perfect. But yeah, that's what I use for news. There's also like websites and stuff that have the same kind of information that you can look at as well. I don't remember the website. I know Gabe uses one. I don't remember the name of it though. But whenever you see Gabe post news at like the beginning of the week, he usually grabs that off a website. I just don't remember the name of it. But yeah, don't know if PLTR is going to get down to that retrace we were looking for. It's like we just might miss out on it by about 20 cents. Good comes down. It looks like a lot of stuff is actually reacting right off that 50. Wow, MU's actually flushing. Things I did not expect for 500. This is one of them. What a interesting move. What is flying on the market right now? That is, oh, because AMD. I forgot I bought AMD calls. Yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Well, forgot about that. Today's date, the 15th. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the retraces we wanted. I don't think we are. Curious if Amazon breaks that supply. If that supply wasn't there, this would have been such a good TLM setup. But that dang supply right in our way. Right in our way. All right, let me do that. That's fine. All right. Man, MU, dude. MU. Actually flushing. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. But it's working. It is working. Good move. Very good move. Chip stocks all over the place. They are. Yeah, the market seems like some stuff is really moving, and a lot of these things are kind of lagging. I don't think Coin's gonna have anything. Like I said though, like MU looks like it would have been really good. AMD was really good as well. Very, very good, solid trade as well. AMD did just hit supply. It's likely would cause this bit of a stall. Curious to see if we get over that hump or if we start to see a rejection there. PLTR. Yeah, I don't think we come back down. And honestly, even if we do, I don't know how much I really like it, to be honest. I don't know. Do not know. And the MU bears are happy and sees it rallying them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, SPY and Qs are pushing really well, but some things are just really they're just lacking in that movement. They're not getting that same movement. Which again is very interesting. Looks like Apple's moving well. Nvidia selling off. Hood's really lacking. Meta's doing pretty decent. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. I don't love this double top on Walmart. To be frank, I don't love it. Yeah, I don't know if I would end up taking that or not. Did that hit? It did. Same thing. Wicked right off of it. Goog did have that supply, like I've mentioned. So this is a trade I'm not too hurt about. Would have never taken it with supply there, but it's a very good move for Goog. I can't believe MU went down like that. I'm very surprised. But strategy works. I always just try to align with that higher time frame trend though, and sometimes it doesn't quite do that. I got the Apple trade. What Apple trade? What did you take? I wasn't even looking at Apple, so. Yeah, PLTR probably just gone. Yeah, it might just be a sideline day, to be honest. I could have taken AMD earlier, but I just didn't. I look stupid now, maybe a little bit, but love the break. I PLTR break I liked a little more. So just never retraced where we wanted it to. But yeah, it might be a sideline day, unfortunately. We've had quite a few of those recently, though. Market's been very, very random. Apple is having a day, man. Jeez. I already have 250. Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff is starting to push up, especially things that were kind of lagging behind. Seems like we're starting to get that push we were looking for. And of course, SPY and Qs are still ripping. I mean, these things they don't have any signs of stopping. Yeah, I think we'll call it sideline day. There's nothing really speaking to me. Microsoft missed the retrace we wanted. Walmart never retraced. PLTR missed the retrace we wanted. About 20 cents. Qs I was never super into, but it never retraced to where we would have needed to. Goog had supply. I was never going to trade that. AMD is probably just a miss on my part. And then everything else, I didn't really like anything else here. Oracle obviously never retraced. We like that, but yeah. Outside of that, there wasn't much to do. So yeah, I think we'll call it Silent Day, which is fine. But yeah, I think we got up towards about 50 something people today. So I appreciate you guys. Hopefully the market will steady out a little bit, but I assume with the government shutdown and hanging above everyone's head, we probably won't see that this week, unfortunately. So we might have to put up with this market for a little bit longer than we would have liked, but we'll see where it goes. We'll see how a lot of these things finish today. Is the bull run going to continue, or is stuff going to start correcting from this this morning push? We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we'll call it there. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys trade safe. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. And for the Freedom Team people, I will see you guys on Friday. And then for everyone just on YouTube, I will see you guys Wednesday. So yeah, appreciate it. And we will talk soon. Enjoy your day, guys.